So Michael's force was felt across the southeastern United States yesterday, knocking out power to hundreds of thousands of homes and businesses. And as the storm moves north, recovery is underway in much of Florida, Alabama, and Louisiana.
FEMA Deputy Administrator Daniel Kaniewski joins us now from Washington. Daniel, this storm has weakened since making landfall, but are there concerns about how much more damage it could do?
Sure. Obviously, our focus right now is on life safety issues in Florida, in Georgia. But yes, the storm has moved northeastern, in northeastern motion, and those are areas that were heavily impacted by Florence, of course. So yes, we are concerned about additional flooding in those areas.
And so what are the biggest priorities right now in terms of getting aid to the hardest hit areas? How do you prioritize which area you focus on?
Well, so first of all, we need to do damage assessments. And you mentioned in your previous segment that you saw a Coast Guard helicopter overhead. It likely was doing some damage assessments, as well as looking to see if there are any disaster survivors in need. So yes, damage assessments. Search and rescue, of course, will be our priority today. And then debris removal, because we have to get all that debris out of the way to make sure that, as you mentioned, the power crews can get in and that other rescuers can get in. And frankly, that those who didn't evacuate can get out. But we don't want anybody doing that now because it is really dangerous being out there with all that debris.
Daniel, we saw winds close to a Cat 5, 155 miles per hour. We saw this incredible storm surge. Any idea at this point what caused the most damage yesterday?
Well, the storm surge is always fast and deadly, unfortunately. So if there's anybody in the path of that storm surge, that's not a good situation to be in. We also saw, again, on clips that you've shown of entire structures being swept away by that storm surge. So that's, again, absolutely deadly. The wind. This is an unprecedented wind event. Never before have we seen an event like this in the Florida Panhandle. It was 1 mile an hour short of a Category 5 hurricane. That's the same strength as Hurricane Maria. So yes, we expect significant wind damage and water damage.
Let me ask you, Daniel, about resources for FEMA. I mean, it feels as if the resources might be stretched thin given sort of the numerous punches our country has taken over the course of this hurricane season. And even if you look back at last year, how are you guys doing?
Yeah, certainly last year we were maxed out. I would say we were right at the breaking point after Hurricanes Harvey, Irma, Maria, and then the California wildfires. This year, we're in good shape. We've learned a lot of lessons from last year. But yeah, it's fair to say that we are, again, stretched thin just on the heels of Hurricane Florence and other disasters. But again, a silver lining here is we had a lot of personnel pre-positioned in Florida as a result of the Hurricane Irma recovery. There were 2,500 personnel who were in Florida ready to respond, and we've switched them over from Irma recovery to Michael response.
All right, Daniel Kaniewski, we really appreciate your time. We know you're really busy. Thank you so much.
Thank you.